Hey there! In this video, I'm going to tell you when the UK retail sales are and how it could affect GBP, USD. If you want to find out more about this and other important economic news releases, make sure to subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications so that you get notified every time I upload a new video. You can also follow me on social media. The UK Retail Sales Report is one of the most important data releases in the UK economic calendar. It's published by the Office for National Statistics, and it gives us an insight into consumer spending, which makes up around 60% of the UK economy. The retail sales data is seasonally adjusted, and it is usually in line with other major macroeconomic releases such as GDP. In simple terms, the retail sales report shows us how much money people spent in shops, both in person and online, on things like clothes, food, and fuel. The data is collected by the ONS from around 700 retailers, and it covers around 96% of the retail market. Now, what does it mean for GBP, USD? Well, if the data shows that consumer spending is rising, it's usually seen as a positive development for the UK economy, and this could boost the pound. On the other hand, if the data shows that consumer spending is falling, it's usually seen as a negative development for the UK economy, and this could weaken the pound. In general, we can say that the higher the retail sales figures are, the better it is for GBP, USD, and the lower the retail sales figures are, the worse it is for GBP, USD. However, it is not quite as simple as that, and there are a number of other factors that can influence how GBP, USD reacts to the data. For example, if the Bank of England raises interest rates, it tends to strengthen the pound. So, if interest rates are higher than expected, the pound could strengthen in reaction to higher interest rates rather than the retail sales data. So, what is the latest news? The UK Retail Sales Report is published monthly, and the next release is scheduled for Friday, April 2024 at 6 a.m. London time. The data is usually in line with market expectations, and if this continues to be the case, we shouldn't see any sharp moves in GBP, USD. However, if the data beats market expectations, we could see GBP, USD rise, and if the data misses market expectations, we could see GBP, USD fall. So, what are the market expectations for April? Well, according to the latest data, the market is expecting a slight increase in retail sales of 0.2% month-on-month. If this is what we get, then we could see GBP, USD rise. But remember that the data is usually in line with market expectations, and if this happens, we shouldn't see any sharp moves in GBP, USD. The biggest risk is if the data beats or misses market expectations, in which case we could see some volatility. I hope this was helpful. If you want to know more about the UK economy, check out my guide, which I'll link to below. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.